Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Online Learning. This video is related to breaking news. TCS 20 March first shift coding question is out. I am sharing the exact coding question that is asked in the TCS exam. This is the first shift coding question. We are sharing the Python, Java, C++ codes are there. Guys, I am putting lot of efforts for all of you. You can check 1 hour ago I uploaded the video of first shift exam. Like and share the video. It will hardly take 1 to 2 seconds to like the video, and it will motivates me to make more videos for all of you. I will tell you about everything that is related to TCS today's examination. As we know that today is the first phase examination date and it is scheduled today as a first shift. Okay, the first shift is most probably basically from 9 a.m. to 12:15, and after that the remaining shift are there. Tomorrow's 21st March examination is also there, and on 26 March examinations are also there. So if you just complete the examination, or after completing the examination share your coding question or share your experience in the comment section, it will very helpful for all the candidates who are preparing for opportunity or who are waiting for the particular next shift exam. So TCS 20 March first shift coding questions are there. I will tell you the step by step things. Question number 1 is gym fees calculator. The problem statement is you are given gym subscription plan. This is the duration of gym: 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 9 month, 12 month subscription, and this is the cost for the particular duration: 2000 rupees, 5000, 9000, 12000 and 15000. We need to calculate the total cost based on the input number of month. We have to calculate the cost, but the rules are the input must be divisible by 12, 9, 6 or 3 in this priority order. I will tell you. First of all, we have to just what we have to do, we have to calculate the total cost based on the input number of month. Okay. Second thing is we have to check the divisibility. Divisibility is related in the priority order. If not divisible by any, we have to just print the error. So first of all, mention in the comment section what is this approach. This approach is a greedy algorithm or greedy approach. How it is greedy approach? Because we always select the largest valid plan. Okay, what does it means by the greedy algorithm? So you can mention in the comment section. At every step in the greedy algorithm, at every step we choose the best possible option right now without worrying about the future decision. I will give you one example. The rule is we have to always pick the largest valid plan because it will cheaper. Okay, I will tell you with the example. Suppose if we are checking with the 12, this is the priority order. What is the priority order? 12963. So I am writing here 12963. So first of all, we have to check the divisibility. Like if we check this condition as a 12 percentile is equals to 0, we have to pick the 12 month plan because into 2, 15,000 and 30,000 rupees are there. So this is the cost. Okay, next thing is why it is correct. I will show you. Understand, first of all, it is divisible. So first of all, we have to check the plan. So we check the 24 month plan is equals to we have to check the divisibility in this. So first of all, we check the 12 month plan. So yes, it is divisible. Then we pick this. Okay, and we directly choose this largest valid option. Now I am giving you some condition. If we take the 3 month plan, so 3 month plan is 5,000 rupees. Okay, that is estimated, we can say that 116 rupees per month. But if the 12 month plan we take, that is of 15,000 rupees. Okay, yes, it is 15,000 rupees. So it is like 1250 per month. So it is a cheaper. ओके, अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, ये सस्ता है. अगर हम 3 मंथ वाला प्लान लेंगे तो भी हमें 1600 रुपये समथिंग पे करने, और यहाँ पर हमें 1250 रुपये ही पे करने पड़ रहे. सो अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग. सो जस्ट अंडरस्टूड वन थिंग. सो चूसिंग बिगर प्लान will save your money. So we have to check the divisibility in that. Important rule is so now one thing that I have to mention, that we have to check the divisibility in the form. What is the divisibility? Firstly, what is the logic you have to use? First of all, you have to check the that n. Okay, what is the n? The n is the number of like basically what is, we have gym subscription plan. Okay, we have to check the n is divisible by 12. Yes, if it's divisible, we have to use this plan. If no, we have to pick other. Then we will move to forward 9. If n is divisible by 9, so we have to use the 9-month plan. Otherwise, we have to go to the next 6 month. If 6 is divisible by n, then we have to go to 3, like this. Okay. One thing that I have to mention, that n is the number of month. How many number of month are there? What are the number of month? Candidate mentioned like 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 9 month, 12 month. But we have to check the divisibility in this order, 9, 6, 3, like this. Okay, and this is the output format. Total cost or error: input 12, output 15,000, input 24, output 30,000, input 25, output error. So this is just a sample code, or we can say that this is a code. So first the gym fees is there. We have to check the eligibility of 12, 9, 6, 3, and if else, if this condition not satisfy, it will return the error, and int input and print gym fees. So suppose here we run the code, and suppose we write it 12 here, suppose 9 here. Okay, so 9 here, so you can say 12,000 rupees is the fees. Now if we write 25 month of timeline, so error will be print. Why error will be there? Because it will goes in this 12, 9, 6, 3. Okay, so this is the logic. The input number should be exactly divisible by either 12, 9, 6, 3 in the mention order. This is the first question. Okay, let's discuss about our second question, that is related to duplicate transaction detection. Now what about this problem? First of all, you are given a list of transactions are there. We are doing one payment related to that. Each transaction contains these things: sender, receiver, amount, and timestamp. Just keep in your mind that 4 things is present in the question. We have to detect duplicate transaction. Okay, if sender, receiver, and amount are same but timestamp is different, we have to print that transaction. Okay, there are 4 type of things present, and we have to detect the duplicate transaction. Input format is n, number of transaction. Next n line consists of sender, receiver, amount, and timestamp. Okay, so which logic we are using? So you can see on my screen that these are the number of 2 transaction we are using. Then first transaction is related to who is the sender. Okay, who is the sender related to this. Next n line sender is Ento. Okay, sender name is Ento. Receiver name is Logesh. Okay, receiver name is Logesh, and amount is 50, and we can say that the timestamp is related to 111, like this. Okay, so like this is the next 2 number of transaction. Next is Ento, Logesh, another sender, receiver, and amount is 50, and timestamp is different. So the sample output is this: Ento, Logesh, 50, 12292. We have to print duplicate transaction with different timestamp. Okay, so what is the logic behind this question? What is the logic behind this question? The logic is related to, first of all, we have to store. Here we are using the hash maps. Okay, we are using the hash map. Why we are using the hash map here? Because we have to store the key, we have to store the sender, receiver, amount in the key. Okay, and the value in the timestamp. So we are able to get the exact output, or we are able to find the duplicate transaction. Okay, duplicate transaction we have to filter. For that we are using hash map. So first thing, that if we are using this condition Ento, Logesh, 5011, that is store in map. Second transaction is enter location 512292. So here you can see on my screen key already exists. Okay, sender, receiver and amount detail is same, but time stamp is different. That's why this is duplicate. Okay, because everything is same, that store. Okay, output is this. Now one thing that I have to mention, what we have to check about the different condition. First of all, this is just related to Python code, in which you can see there is a hash map. We are taking result. First of all, we are checking some conditions in the transaction that is related to sender, receiver, amount and timestamp. This is a key. Okay, everything is go. We are checking hash map condition in a particular key. After that, otherwise if it's related, so it will return, otherwise it will return the result. Okay, and we have to check the duplicates key as well, that duplicate transaction is present or not. Okay, so if we are using second question, yes, first question is related to greedy logic, priority based division. Second is hash map plus tuple key for efficient duplicate detection, and this is the time complexity O of 1 and O of n. These are the sum of the multiple block cases for the first question. You have to check like this. Okay, understand this, check this thing, just understand. So these are the some of the first test cases you have to check. This is a priority check case. Suppose input is 18 there, okay, 18 month and output is 18,000. Not 3 into 6 plan, because 9 has a higher priority than 6. Okay, some of the conditions are there. And second condition is, this is a basic case in which you can see two transactions are there. A is the we can say that sender, receiver, amount and timestamp. Okay, now it will print the required output that is related. So first of all, why we are using hash map here? Understand one thing, that we are instantly checking. Okay, we are instantly checking the transaction, that this transaction comes first or not. If we use without hash map, so we can use brute force. We have to compare all, we have to compare with all the transaction. We have to compare with this transaction as well, second transaction this as well. Okay, if we are using the hash map, we can easily find this transaction comes previously or not. If it is previously comes, so if we considered as a duplicate and we print the new latest transaction. Okay, so these are the some of the multiple condition, no duplicate case are there. So you can see 2 A B 100 111, A B 200 111. So it is no output will be there. Multiple duplicates are there. So these are the some of the condition. I hope you will able to understand the first question, second question. We will meet in the next video. You can run out of this code, so you will able to get the output. We will meet in the next video. Thanks for watching the video.